In the vastness of the cosmos, countless species coexisted, each with their own unique abilities and strengths. However, one species stood out from the rest: the humans. They possessed an extraordinary trait that set them apart from all others: the ability to bond with and train a mysterious alien lifeform known as the Zenith. The Zenith were enigmatic creatures, with origins shrouded in mystery. They appeared as amorphous beings of pure energy, capable of manifesting in various forms. Their power was immeasurable, and their presence was both awe-inspiring and terrifying to behold. For eons, the Zenith roamed the universe, observing and interacting with different civilizations. They witnessed the rise and fall of empires, the birth and death of stars, and the endless cycle of creation and destruction. Yet they remained aloof, never forming lasting bonds with any species they encountered. That is, until they met the humans. When the first human expedition ventured into the depths of space, they encountered a Zenith. Unlike other species that fled in fear or attacked in aggression, the humans approached the Zenith with curiosity and openness. They extended their hand in friendship, and to their surprise, the Zenith responded. The bond between humans and Zenith was unlike anything the universe had ever seen. It was a connection that transcended mere communication or understanding. It was a symbiotic relationship that allowed the two species to merge their consciousness, sharing thoughts, emotions, and experiences. As the bond deepened, the humans discovered that they could not only communicate with the Zenith but also shape and mold their energy to manifest in various forms. With practice and training, humans learned to harness the Zenith's power, creating formidable weapons, impenetrable shields, and even living constructs. The news of this extraordinary alliance spread throughout the galaxy, and soon other species took notice. Some sought to forge alliances with the humans, hoping to gain access to the Zenith's power. Others, driven by fear and envy, declared war on the human-Zenith alliance, determined to eradicate them. As conflicts erupted across the stars, the human Zenith teams proved to be an unstoppable force. They fought with unparalleled coordination, their minds and souls intertwined. The Zenith's energy, combined with human ingenuity and strategy, rendered them nearly invincible on the battlefield. One such team was led by Captain Aria Vossler, a seasoned human warrior known for her unwavering resolve and unbreakable bond with her Zenith companion, Zephyr. Together, they had faced countless challenges and emerged victorious every time. Their latest mission took them to the edges of known space, where a hostile alien race known as the Krull had been wreaking havoc on unsuspecting colonies. The Krull were a technologically advanced species, with weapons that could decimate entire planets in a matter of hours. As Aria and Zephyr arrived at the besieged colony, they were met with a scene of utter destruction. Buildings lay in ruins, and the ground was littered with the bodies of the fallen. The Krull's ships loomed overhead, their weapons primed and ready to strike. Without hesitation, Aria and Zephyr leaped into action. Zephyr's energy surged, forming a protective barrier around them as they charged towards the enemy lines. Aria's mind merged with Zephyr's, their thoughts and actions perfectly synchronized. The battle was fierce, with the Krull unleashing a relentless barrage of fire upon them. But Aria and Zephyr were a force to be reckoned with. They danced through the chaos, Zephyr's energy shielding them from harm while Aria's precise strikes took down one Krull warrior after another. As the fight raged on, Aria noticed a group of colonists trapped beneath the rubble of a collapsed building. She knew they had to act fast, or the colonists would be lost forever. With a silent command to Zephyr, they rushed towards the trapped civilians. Zephyr's energy shifted, forming tendrils that carefully lifted the debris, allowing Aria to guide the colonists to safety. But their actions did not go unnoticed by the Krull. A massive warship descended upon them, its weapons locked onto their position. In that moment, Aria and Zephyr knew what they had to do. They merged their consciousness completely, becoming a single entity of pure energy and human will. They rose into the air, facing the Krull warship head-on. The warship fired, its beam of destruction racing towards them. But Aria and Zephyr were ready. They channeled their combined power, forming a massive shield that absorbed the beam's impact. Then, with a surge of energy, they redirected the beam back towards the warship, splitting it in half and sending it crashing to the ground. The Krull, seeing their mightiest ship fall, retreated in disarray. The colonists cheered as Aria and Zephyr touched down, their bodies separating once more. They had saved the day, but they knew their work was far from over. As they prepared to depart, a young colonist approached them, eyes wide with wonder. "How do you do it?" the child asked. "How do you bond with the Zenith like that?" Aria smiled, kneeling down to meet the child's gaze. "It's not just about bonding," she explained. "It's about understanding, trust, and respect. The Zenith are not tools to be used, but partners to be cherished. When we treat them as equals, when we open our hearts and minds to them, that's when the true magic happens." The child nodded, a spark of determination in their eyes. "I want to be like you someday," they declared. "I want to bond with a Zenith and protect people, just like you." Aria placed a gentle hand on the child's shoulder. "You will," she assured them. "The future belongs to those who dare to dream, to reach out across the stars and forge new bonds. Never lose sight of that, and you'll go far." With those words, Aria and Zephyr bid farewell to the grateful colonists and set off into the vastness of space once more. They knew that their journey was far from over, that there would always be new challenges to face and new bonds to forge. But they also knew that as long as humans and Zenith stood together, as long as their hearts beat as one, there was nothing they couldn't overcome. They were the guardians of the galaxy, the protectors of the innocent, and the embodiment of the unbreakable spirit that defined their alliance. And so they ventured forth, ready to face whatever the universe had in store for them, secure in the knowledge that together they were unstoppable. For in the end, it was not just their power that made them strong, but the trust and understanding that bound them together across the stars and beyond the boundaries of time itself.